only one around here who gives a shit about the rules! Market zero!
Hi, and welcome to the video on dialogue. Dialogue is meant to do one of three things: convey various reactions,
Found out.
communicate emotions,
You know what, it'd really be funny.
or dispatch information.
Their early work was a little too new wave for my taste.
It should either reveal more about your characters or move your story forward. If your dialogue is neither revealing character nor moving the story forward, then your dialogue does not need to be there and should go. Also, be brief. Keep your dialogue nice and tight.
It's raining.
I'm sorry?
It just started raining.
Mr. Zuckerberg, do I have your full attention?
No.
And avoid long speeches.
You know, I've already apologized in the Crimson to the ABH.
They're usually not as brilliant as we think they are anyway.
Who may have been insulted, as I take it that they were.
Who's hiding them?
And don't tell us things we already know. We don't need to be beaten over the head with information.
Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
Yes, I know the Muffin Man. Who lives on Drury Lane?
You don't need the entrance or the exit, the beginning or the end. You just need the core points.
I wonder who knows I'm vacationing here at the Oasis.
Am I late?
You?
And avoid repetition. Unless, of course, that repetition is awesome.
This rug I have, it really tied the room together.
It really tied the room together.
That rug really tied the room together, did it not?
In my experience, it takes a number of drafts of my script before my dialogue is as lean as it should be.
Sluggish, like a wet sponge.
Sluggish, like a wet sponge.
Make each of your characters sound unique.
It's a damn good thing he doesn't know how much I hate his guts.
It's a damn good thing you don't know how much he hates your guts.
Why have multiple characters in your script if they're all going to sound the same?
So fetch. What is fetch? Oh, it's like slang from England.
So if you're from Africa, why are you white?
Oh my God, Karen, you can't just ask people why they're white.
The way they talk should reveal who they are.
Hey, guys.
What's up, G?
Who's smarter? Who's taking advantage of who? Who's telling the truth? Who's the alpha? Who's the dumb one?
It was a terrible mistake, sir. Please, oh, believe me, I would never do anything to offend a man of your size.
Kick his ass, Seabass!
Here's a tip. Precast your characters before you write them. This way, you get to have a picture in your mind of what they look like while you're writing their dialogue.
Were you listening to the dude's story, Donnie?
Walter.
Were you listening to the dude's story?
I was bowling.
So you have no frame of reference here, Donnie. You're like a child who wanders into the middle of a movie and wants to know...
Walter, what's the point?
Shut up.
Ideally, someone should be able to cover up the character's name on your script and still know who's speaking.
Thanks.
You're like really pretty.
Thank you.
So you agree? What? You think you're really pretty?
Their unique voice can come from their background, age, education, species,
Clear, crisp sound, and a new sheen of consummate professionalism that really gives the songs a big boost.
what do they believe in? Are they angry people? Are they sugar sweet? Get to know your characters and you'll know what they sound like.
I think they're talking about us. No way.
Oh, stewardess, I speak jive.
Oh, good.
And also, be consistent. Don't let your characters speak in slang in one scene and then in proper English in the next.
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side.
Unless, of course, she's Barbara Billingsley and she speaks jive.
Cut me some slack, Jack.
Say cutting can say we say be doing everything.
Chomp don't wanna help, Chomp don't get the help.
Say can't hang, say 7 Up.
Where did you go to school?
It was called George Washington.
Oh, GW.
And don't have a child sound like a grown-up unless they're supposed to.
Did you pledge?
Yes. Every morning.
Or vice versa. And be careful not to sound too structured, too rigid. Use contractions. That's how people really speak. Dialogue should sound real, but it shouldn't sound exactly like real people because real people suck at putting full sentences together.
I am the walrus.
You know, you know what I'm trying to say.
I am the walrus.
When people speak in real life, they use incorrect grammar. They pause, they interrupt.
The fuck up,
They
Donnie.
stumble, they trip up.
Vladimir Ilyich Ulyanov.
But there's an exception to every rule. And if it's the style of your movie, go for it.
Domestic, within the city, that ain't legal either.
A tip for writing accurate yet clean dialogue is to read your script out loud or listen to others read it. This way, you can catch your mistakes before it's too late.
Today, and my tiny little nipples went to France.
Mr. Zuckerberg.
Don't have your characters speak exactly like real people. Instead, have your characters speak exactly like they wish they could speak.
4 hours.
Yes, sir.
That would be impressive, except if you had known what you were looking for, you would have seen it written on my dorm room window.
It says appropriate for people 4 to 8.
Now about subtext. We are what we do, not what we say. People rarely say exactly what they're thinking.
No, you can't do that.
So avoid on-the-nose dialogue.
Exact count on the purple space below gumdrop has...
Your characters should never say exactly what's on their minds.
We can fudge the rule.
Subtext is a great way to show that the character is conflicted with their own intentions.
Just going like that, all the way past molasses swamp, and I win. No rule.
Have them put on a different facade than how they really feel.
No, wait, you have to do it.
There. And I've landed by exact count at the shortcut, so I am going to take the Gumdrop Mountain Pass.
A family argument can happen over a game of Candyland without a single angry word being spoken.
Lloyd,
Be unpredictable.
just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this.
Whatever people would normally say.
And totally redeem yourself!
Have your character be totally unpredictable.
Still want to go to Aspen? Oh, yeah!
We haven't formally met. I'm Ira. I put the holes in the...
Be original. Instead of having your characters speak in a stereotypical way, try mixing it up. Have bad guys who are nice, and old women who speak like Eric Cartman.
You do. Oh, and this is Judith.
You don't really need to know me. Kind of a downer.
And have your big, scary storybook monsters filled with insecure fears and untreated codependence and abandonment issues.
Don't worry, let me see it.
So glad we were able to do this. I'm really glad we could do this too. It's nice we get to hang out. I know.
Speech isn't action. Whatever a character says affects the listener, which causes them to react.
She's not really that into sports.
One of the differences between how real people speak and dialogue in a script
She certainly enjoys playing tennis now.
is that in a script, you want to elicit a reaction for what has been said.
Do people really change?
Have the listener deny or accept or become sad or happy. Have them react to every line. This creates new beats in the scene, which moves the story forward.
Grow, I guess, a little bit. I think if you're growing, then you're changing. But I mean, we're changing from who we are, which we always stay as. Not really. I don't think so. I think so.
Not for $100 billion, trillion.
Competition can be a useful tool for actors in developing their characters. Don't be afraid to use it in your dialogue.
I know you are, but what am I? 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 Infinity. No, I'm not. You are.
While competition might be bad for siblings, it's great for writing a compelling scene.
Pee-wee, why don't you make me?
Why don't you make me?
Because I don't make monkeys, I just trade them.
What I'm in the mood for is sort of a Katharine Hepburn-y, Cary Grant-y kind of thing. Or something modern would be fine too, like a Goldie Hawn, Chevy Chasey kind of thing, fun.
But don't forget about comic relief.
Ordinary peepholes.
It's kind of a big titty, spread cheeky kind of thing.
1, 2, 3.
Now about voiceovers. There's the storybook style.
No problem.
It was then, while watching Brad kneel down at his son's feet,
Which is objective and can seem almost childlike.
by an unexpected pang of sadness. Don't go, she thought. Don't leave me here with the others.
These were the happy days. The salad days, as they say.
Then there's the subjective style, where the main character will tell their own story with hindsight.
Explained that her insides were a rocky place where my seed could find no purchase.
Major dilemma. If actually do, by some terrible chance, end up in Fragrante, surely these would be most...
Then there's the character's inner thoughts.
However, chances of reaching crucial moment greatly increase by wearing these. Scary stomach-holding-in panties, very popular with grannies the world over.
Related to the voiceover is when the character comes out and speaks directly to the audience about how they're feeling.
What do you do when you get stuck on a movie line with a guy like this behind you?
Wait a minute, why can't I
just
give my
maddening.
opinion? This is a free country.
He can give you. You have to give it so loud. I mean, aren't you ashamed to pontificate like that?
And give your hero a hard time. Don't make things easy on them.
Now, what are you going to put on?
This?
Oh, don't be silly, Bridget. Never get a boyfriend if you look like you've wandered out of Auschwitz.
In a way, even silence can be a form of dialogue.
Can you crack a fucking window open, man? You know, it's proven that secondhand smoke is carcinogen, cancer agent.
Don't be afraid to have your characters communicate
Hey, look
with
at that,
silence.
Twin Cities. You never been to Minneapolis?
Nope.
Would it kill you to say something?
I did.
But you can't say one fucking thing just in the way of conversation. Oh, fuck it. I don't have to talk either, man. See how you like it. Just total fucking silence. Two could play at that game, smart guy. We'll just
Remember
see how
that
you like
all
it.
your dialogue should either reveal character or advance the plot.
Total silence.
If it's doing neither of these things, then your dialogue is really just a bunch of words.
May increase if you caught up in the world while it's dying. I guarantee you fright, cause I am on the verge of knocking it up. I'm down for no reason. Once I get down, I'll be no